Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Hustle Path, the podcast where we dive into real, unfiltered stories behind success in business, finance, and entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Pritam Saha, a student in high school, passionate about building and businesses. And today, I'm sitting down with someone really special who's been putting in work, Evan Rama. Evan's a creator, an entrepreneur, and the mind behind the viral Cupid Dating Show. And today, we're going to unpack how it all started, what he's learned, and what's next. Evan. I'm glad to have you here, man. Let's jump in. For the people who might not know you yet, what are you working on right now?
Yeah, so we are building Cupid Dating, which is the first live college dating platform where we're blending application AI base into our live shows.
That's really nice, man. I like to separate this podcast into three different segments. So first, I like to talk about the origin story, your background and how it all started. Then I like to talk about the hustle and mindset, the challenges and growth, and then the future. What's next? All right, let's start from the beginning here. What were you like in high school? Were you more focused about school or already experimenting with creative stuff? Because, man, I'm not trying to say I've been pocket watching, but whenever I looked up your LinkedIn, I was like, should I DM this guy? I'm like, you live life once, so might as well try. You got into UT Austin, which is a huge accomplishment. So, what got you there?
No, I appreciate that. So in high school, I would say I was pretty average all around. I would just, focus on school, academics, and then I had a startup I was building at the time. Um, didn't work out. We actually got shut down in 6 months, but I've always had that entrepreneurial mind. I was trying to build out a few companies. I had a tutoring company that was making 600 a week. I had a college advising program that was making 200 a week. So these little side hustles is what really got me to, I would say got me into UT Austin. Um, and now we're trying to scale it even higher.
That's good, man. Congrats, man. Like me, myself, I'm trying to do because UT Austin's in my dream school. I'm in Dallas, Texas right now, and it's very competitive, you know. You know how the aspect goes. So I'm working on this podcast right now, and then I'm also working on an agency startup and a car detailing business. And do you think grades really matter? Because I'm an average student, man. Let's just say I'm a 3.8. I'm not on the 4.0 scale yet. So what do you recommend for me?
Are you applying to McCombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're applying to McCombs, I would say I genuinely think they look beyond the grades. Especially like they see if students have startups, different internships in business. I think it has a larger weight than the grades itself. And I think a 3.8 is still, I mean, that's a well-rounded student right there.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, man. Thank you. Was there a moment, project, or person that made you think, yo, like, what was the wow factor? Like, yo, I want to build something on my own. Or did you just like, what came up with the idea of Cupid? Like, what was the factor behind it?
Yeah, so first week of college, so I'm a rising junior. So my first week of college, my freshman year, I came to this school with no friends. I had no connections at all. And I I locked myself in my dorm for 6 hours one day, and I just started brainstorming different club ideas. I wanted to start my own club on campus as a resume booster for applying to internships. And I came up with a few ideas. I started building them out. I got my co-founders, and I completely scrapped it after a week, just knowing it wouldn't work and testing the waters out. So then went back to the drawing board and came up with this entertainment organization called Rama Entertainment, where we host dating shows, game shows, etc. Um, our first event was going to be a dating show. And after having that first event, I didn't want to go back to game shows or any other event styles. I just wanted to keep pushing it out. And that's why we rebranded to Cupid Dating.
Did you have any like mentors? Because I know mentors play a huge part in business or like ideas, like creators that influenced you to do this, or this just an idea?
It was just an idea. I honestly, I knew nobody. I had no mentors at the start for this first 6 months, first 8 months. And I just hustled. I DoorDashed on foot 70 miles to fund the whole project. I dressed up in a jester costume to promote it for 5 months. So just getting your name out there in different ways really pushed it. You don't
That
need a mentor.
That's really inspiring, man. If you had to give credit to one early decision or habit, because there's a bunch of people out there that have habits like they wake up at this time, they do this time. Like life isn't a straight path. There's
Right.
bumps and roads into it. Like, what's your habit like are you like disciplined? Do you like work out? Do you read any books?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get into working out. I read books. I wake up early. But I think the biggest thing is most students, especially at UT, they focus on academia, which makes sense, right? You're trying to get to the best
Yeah.
internship, and you're trying to get that 4.0. I took a step down. I was like, let me just get a 3.5 plus. That's my goal, and then save some room to do some side hustles, try to build up the company. So just a good balance of everything is what I strived for.
A balance. Yeah, balance is key, man. So, what are you majoring in right now?
Yeah, so I was majoring in finance at Macombs, and I recently switched majors to focus on Cupid. I dropped Macombs. I'm now in communications at Moody.
Oh, nice. That's nice, man. So, did you like at from the start, were you like in the business aspect of corporate and then thought like, "Hey, man, I'm not gonna have a boss me around. I want to be my own creator," or what was the idea behind that?
That's exactly it. I mean, I my vision was, I guess, if Cupid didn't work out, I was going to try another business idea. But if none of them really hit, I was just going to keep applying to these internships, going to corporate, going to investment banking, something in that realm. Um, and then right when Cupid started finding traction, I knew I couldn't do a 33 university tour and
Yeah.
Macombs at the same time.
Yeah.
So I switched to a major that doesn't require attendance, in-person attendance.
Yeah.
So now I'm doing both.
That's nice. That's good to hear, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's move into the second part, hustle and mindset. A lot of people just see the results. Like I've seen you on my For You page quite a lot. The viral dating shows with like City Boy JJ, Kenny, and like Soup. But what's something behind the scenes that people don't actually really see, but was actually really hard?
Yeah, I mean the hardest part was funding the initial stages. Like I said, I ran on foot in Austin. Austin's a big city,
Yeah.
and I ran on foot to deliver food to people 70 plus miles, did it between classes, got enough money, bought a costume, bought a scooter, and then I started scootering to do DoorDash to collect more money, got it faster, bought more props, more things to just help market the whole idea. So that was the hardest part was the first 6 months. No one knew the vision, no one saw anything. And we did all of this for one show. So it didn't look good.
That's really good, man. But do you think like was there ever a time like you thought this might not work out? Like what helped you like keep going? Like the wow factor, as I said.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so I've been doing this for about a year and 6 months. And January, this past January, we were finding ourselves plateauing. And then all of a sudden, I just met my co-founders randomly, Param Patel and Om Patel. Om's our CTO, Param's our CBO, and they completely shifted the vision of Cupid. And I mean, they gave me the idea to do an app, scale Cupid to at a faster pace. So having those co-founders, having the right team really changed the trajectory of Cupid dating.
Do you think school taught you where you are, or do you think it's not required, but do you think UT helped you?
Yeah, I would say McCombs didn't help me. Um, there was no really resources and that's on me because I didn't really go out to find those resources in McCombs. But I would say the university itself is the reason that we're at this level. I've met so many insane people. Every single person you talk to at UT is cracked as hell. So yeah, I mean, I would say UT provided me with the right people and the right resources, but not McCombs.
Yeah, because myself, like I want to go into the investment banking aspect, but the thing is like now that I think about it, like I don't know if I'm down to do like a 9 to 5. And I always have like that creator mindset because like I've had a phase where like I would just make like TikTok edits of like basketball and like football. And then like a couple years ago back in COVID, I used to play Fortnite and I used to post every day. And one video, a montage went viral and like I'm not saying I want to go into gaming now, but I really like the creativity side of it. And yeah, it's just something I have in mind. What do you recommend to a 15-year-old like me or 16 that wants to build something but has no idea where to begin or start?
Yeah, I mean, what's going viral right now is founder-led marketing. I don't know if you've seen the videos like, oh, this is
Yeah.
day one of building, blank. Those videos do very well. And I would say this, if you post 365 days straight, it's impossible not to find traction. So we didn't post like that. We did about 40 to 50 videos and we found traction. If you
Yeah.
posted every day about an idea that you have, you will go viral.
Yeah, because I always see these videos like of kids saying how I made 1 million in a day or like stuff like
Yeah.
that. Do you think like routine plays an aspect? Are you like that guy that like pours Saratoga water bottle and like rubs bananas in their face? Or like are you just
Yeah.
the type of guy that goes with the flow, man? Just figuring things out.
I just go with the flow, honestly. I mean, our content strategy wasn't anything special or new. We just dove into one specific niche, the brown market. And we found traction very early and we just kept pushing it out. So yeah,
Yeah, have you ever like thought about of opening like a brown dating app maybe? Like, like it's a brown dating show, so is
right.
that future plans maybe? I don't know. I'm not pushing something, but I'm just asking.
Yeah, so with the whole Brown dating show, everyone asked me, "Oh, Evan, this is a Brown dating show," because all of our videos are Brown related. We are trying this summer, we are trying to push out different videos that aren't just Brown oriented. We're trying to capture the whole market, not just Brown people, right?
Yeah,
So we do have a dating app coming out. August 1st is the launch,
yeah.
and that app is targeted towards everyone.
Everyone. So, what was this like position of you getting these famous Indian influencers? Was it just reaching out hundreds of like cold DMs, or how'd you get to this point?
Yeah, so Ace got you. I met him in July, last July, and he had about 6K followers, I believe. He was in my elevator
Yeah,
and we kind of just spoke. I saw him on my For You page, and then he wanted to film at orientation with me one day. We filmed that video. It was my most viral video, 1 million views.
yeah.
And we built that connection, that friendship. 2 months later, he wanted to be on the show. And then he also introduced me to Kenny. And then Kenny introduced me to another one. So it was kind of like a chain reaction.
Chain
We got all
reaction.
these connections. Yeah.
That's nice. That's really good. So, I don't know if this question will make you feel uncomfortable, but have you been able to monetize and how much revenue have you made? If you're down to ask that, I'm not forcing you to ask that.
No, no, for sure. I can answer that. So everyone asked that question. We actually, from ticket sales, we've only done, all of our shows are free and except three of them, three shows out of the seven we've done or eight that we've done have been paid tickets. And from UT Austin, the last show we had, we made about $1,800 in ticket sales.
That's really good,
The
man.
A&M one, we made about 800, 900. So tickets, we've done about 4K in sales. Sponsorships, we've done about $8,000 to $9,000, and we have a big one coming, $40,000 sponsorship pending right now, and a $5,000 one pending. So we're getting paid off sponsorships and ticket sales, and we're looking to also be monetized off of our app. Uh our money pusher.
That's really good, man. What's like one failure that's taught you more than any win ever did?
Yeah, I mean, I guess in high school, there's been many. In high school, I was surrounding myself with the wrong people that didn't have, I guess, that drive or vision, just, not the best kids. And me going into those groups didn't really influence me in the best way. I was just not motivated to do anything all summer. Um, and then also, second show that we've ever had at UT, I think we dropped off 100 people. We only had 300 out of 400 people show up, and I was like, this isn't going to work. Um, those two definitely changed how we're pushing Cupid. And now I'm definitely more careful of who I surround myself with, who I say are my, true friends. Um, yeah, yeah,
That's good. What business idea or trend do you think more people should be paying attention to right now?
yeah. I mean, I really think any business you have can be a good business. I think calendar-led marketing is so important. And one example, I think his name's Rajan. He's doing the Royal Oak Retreat. He's building out like Airbnbs in a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
and
seen
he,
him like the guy like I'm from college and that me and my buddy like rented out this thing. Yeah, that's really good. I always like see it on my For You page a lot. All right, future and closing. What's the next big move, man, with Cupid or just in life in general?
yeah. So we have something big in the next 4 weeks coming. and we plan on breaking the internet in 4 weeks. I can't say anything about it, but in 4 weeks, we hope to have broken the internet. And Cupid is right now at this. We're expected to be here in 4 weeks. So yeah.
That's really good, man. You go to universities and colleges and you balance school and work. How do you do this all of this? Do you just are you just more focused on like the startup side or you're like F school, man? I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've dropped a lot of things for this project. I had an internship lined up this summer as a credit analyst at a bank. I dropped that to focus on this for the whole summer. I've also never applied to a club on campus, none of the business orgs at all. So I've taken a lot of risk from that end. And if for any reason none of this worked out, I mean, I would be in a very big hole. So I kind of just took risk. Balance wise, I dropped my major. I'm trying to push everything down so I can bring Cupid up.
Yeah. Do you ever like deal with comparison or pressure from social media? Because I know like a bunch of creators get hate comments, pressure, and stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, like we get our hate comments, we get our fair share. And at the beginning, I couldn't ignore it. It was tough too, and I even wanted to quit from them. But from all the influencers that I've met, we have a big network. They just told me, it's gonna happen, and we're all very close, so we keep each other pushing.
That's really good, man.
Yeah,
Hey, before we go, what is one belief, mindset, or habit that's helped you the most?
that's a good question. I would say for the startup world, the most important part is finding the right co-founders. And if you're not in the startup world, just surround yourself with great people. I think that will 1000% push you in the right direction.
And this was really solid, man. I appreciate you for hopping on. Before we wrap up, where can people find you or follow you?
Yeah, so our company page is Cupid Dating on Instagram, Cupid Dating Show on TikTok, and Cupid Dating on LinkedIn. And
All
then
right.
my ad is Evan and Rama.
All right, bro. Thank you for replying, bro. After 50 plus calls, maybe you were like the first one to reply. I was like debating. I was like, should I click the send button or should I, you know, leave? But I took the risk. Life isn't a straight line. There's bumps, roads,
Exactly.
and you never know. Maybe one yes is all you need, bro. All right, Evan. Hope to stay connected sometimes. Thanks for hopping on and being my very first guest on the podcast. And make sure to follow the pod, stay locked in.
Follow the pod, follow the
Yep,
pod.
follow the pod. We've got more coming, so I'm your host and Evan. Thank you, bro.
Hey,
Appreciate big
appreciate
big
you, man.
ups, bro.